When I met you in the summer, to my heartbeat sound, we fell in love as the leaves turn brown. And we could be together, babe, as long as skies.
When I was 18, I moved to Salt Lake City, Utah, just to get away from home. And for a few months, I didn't even leave my apartment or make any new friends. But then finally, I met this girl, Tessa, who introduced me to all of her friends. And me, Tessa, and our friend Dante became a trio that was pretty much inseparable. And with these two people, I found myself over vodka shots and coffee dates. So this is going to be a poem about two of my best friends. My name is Brooke Howell, and this poem is called Constellations. We were all young, 18, maybe 19. We had potential, we had futures. We map out our futures like constellations in our imaginations. And our futures are as infinite as the galaxies that surround us. This blueprint is the ever-growing backdrop of our minds. We see it all the time, every day. Tessa wants to be a vet, so our minds masterfully draw a horse out of stars in our galaxy. You are going to school to be an engineering major. A gear made of stars stretches our blueprint further. We see our futures grow every day. We make a need to get drinks after we turn 21, and a martini glass spilling over with stars stretches across the sky. We want to travel the world, and a burst of stars spreads out until we can't see them anymore. Stars spread out to build mountains because we plan to climb the red rocks together. The next constellation that forms is a heart because you fell in love with Julia and you want to spend the rest of your life with her. Every time we talk, we make more plans, and our galaxy becomes more and more infinite. Until one day, and we aren't even 21 yet, and our constellations start moving. The gear becomes a ball, and it falls from the sky. You're never going to be an engineer because you shot yourself in the head. The martini glass bursts. You're not even going to turn 21 because you're in a coma that you're never going to wake up from. The mountains fade into the background. You will never walk again. Me and Tessa try to pick up the stars and constellations and put them back where they belong. But as we're trying to piece everything together, the heart bursts. You will never kiss Juliet again. Our whole galaxy implodes because they took you off of life support today. We will never travel the world. When we look to our galaxy, there's nothing there. Our galaxy doesn't hold hope anymore. It's empty. What once used to vibrate with hope screams against the back of our skulls, begging us to dream. But we don't want to dream of a future without you. One day, we'll rebuild our galaxy. And we'll use the stardust from your constellations to make the sky sparkle. We will pick up the broken pieces of your constellations and they will light our way. And one day, the pain won't feel so brand new. How do we do?
I was trying to get a close-in shot of that thing.
Can you hear me at all?
You don't mind my asking, what is that for?
I have a speech project, and my speech topic is suicide prevention and mental health
Oh my
access.
gosh.
And
Can
so,
I take a picture?
yeah,
That's amazing. That's
Do you-
exactly what I do.
What's your name?
Michelle.
Michelle. Yes, I have a poem that I'm doing, so if you wanted to listen to it, I'm supposed to have an audience, and it's rough because it's about a friend of mine, so bear with me.
I just lost a friend to suicide last Monday. So
Oh,
I
sorry to hear
understand. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is really, yeah. That's
Well,
why I had you.
so nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you. Thank you.
Basically anything, except for being at home, and I didn't leave my apartment for several months. Didn't even really make friends. And then I met this girl, Tessa, who introduced me to all of her friends. And her best friend Dante kind of became my best friend Dante. And it was the three of us all the time, and we would always just smoke hookah and go on coffee dates and just hike and just do everything together. And I feel like I really found myself and my voice with these people. So this is a poem about two of my best friends. My name is Brooke, and this poem is called Constellations. We were all young, 18 or 19, and we had a potential, and we had a future, and we had plans. We mapped out our futures like constellations in our imaginations. Our future was as infinite as the galaxy surrounding us. Tessa wanted to be a vet, so our minds masterfully painted a horse out of the stars in our imaginations. You were an engineering major, and so a gear was stretched across our sky, stretching our blueprint even further. We see our futures growing every day. We make a date to get drinks after our 21st birthdays, and a martini glass filled with stars stretches across our sky. We want to see the world, so a burst of stars stretches until we can't see them anymore because they go so far out into our galaxy. Stars spread out to build mountains because we want to hike at the red rocks. The next constellation is a heart because you fell in love with Juliet and you wanted to spend the rest of your life with her. Every time we talk, we make more plans, and our future becomes more infinite. We are infinite, and we are untouchable. Our galaxy only holds hope, and our galaxy is the only place in our minds that doesn't have fear. Our stars shine so bright, and we know that our future is just as bright. We know that we will do it, that we will make every one of these constellations a reality. Until one day comes, and we're not even 21 yet, and our constellations start moving and getting tangled up and falling apart. And the first thing that falls is the gear. You will never be an engineer because you shot yourself in the head. The mountains fade into the distance. We will never hike at the red rocks because you're in a coma and we will never wake up from. Me and Tessa, we scramble and we try to pick up the stars and we try to put them where they belong. And as we're trying to put everything back together where it should be, the heart bursts. You will never kiss Juliet again. And then our whole galaxy implodes because they took you off of life support today. When we look to our galaxy, it's dark. It's no longer bright because you're no longer alive. Where there used to be vibrant, vibrating hope, there's fear. Where we used to have constellations dancing on the back of our brains, now there's just a screaming that begs us to dream, but we don't want to dream of a future without you. One day I know that we will rebuild our galaxy, and we'll use the stardust from your constellations to make the sky sparkle, and we will use your broken stars to light our way. And one day the pain won't hurt us back, and it won't feel so random. Almost 32,000 people commit suicide every year, and it's a preventable. I'm so sorry. So please ask for help. Rough around it is, but when I was 18, I moved to Salt Lake City just to get away from home, and I didn't leave my apartment for weeks or months, and it took me a really long time to make friends. And when I finally did, I made friends with this girl named Tessa, who introduced me to all of her friends. Me, Tessa, and her best friend Dante became a trio, and we did everything together. And I feel like I really found myself with these people over coffee dates and vodka shots. And so this is a poem about two of my best friends. My name is Brooke Cowell, and it's a spoken word poem called Constellations. We were young, maybe 18, maybe 19. We have potential. We have futures. We map out our futures like constellations in our imagination. our galaxy. You are an engineering major, so a gear of stars stretches across our sky. We make plans to get drinks after we turn 21, and a martini glass with stars spilling out of it stretches up from the ground to the tip of our sky. We want to travel the world, so stars stretch across our universe until we can't see them anymore. Going further and further, stars spread out to build mountains because we want to climb the red rocks together. The next constellation is a heart made of stars because you fall in love with Juliet and you want to spend the rest of your life with her. Our galaxy is filled with hope. Our galaxy is the only place in our minds that doesn't hold fear. Our stars shine so bright, we know our futures are going to be just as bright. Until one day when we're not even 21 yet, our constellations start to tangle and fall from the sky. First it's the gear. It rolls into a ball and it just falls out of our galaxy. You will never be an engineer because you shot yourself in the head. The martini glass bursts. You will never turn 21. You are in a coma that you will never wake from. Me and Tessa scramble and we try to pick up the constellations of stars and put them back in their place. But as we're trying to put everything where it belongs, the heart constellation bursts. You will never kiss Juliet again. Our whole galaxy implodes because today they took you off of life support. Now when we look for our galaxy, there's not hope, there's darkness. We will never travel the world together. What was once a vibrant vibration of hope is now a banging against our schools, begging us to dream. But we don't want to dream of a future without you. One day we will put our galaxy back together, and we will use your stardust from your constellations to make the sky sparkle. We will use the broken pieces of your constellations to light our way, and one day this pain won't feel so brand new. Almost 42,000 people die from a treatable or preventable mental illness. If you need help, ask for help. This video is for my friend Dante, and this video is for my friend Doug, but this video is also for Scott, who's her dad, and will never get to see her play in parks like this. And he didn't see her take her first steps, and he didn't see her lose her first tooth, because he wasn't here.